Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about waking up your power, and the topic for this video is master your self-talk. What's self-talk in the first place, right? Self-talk is this kind of dialogue that you have in your mind, in your life going on. Of course, yes. When you have a conversation going on in your mind, it doesn't mean that you are talking with some form of ghost and some form of spirit. No, of course. It is this conversation that you are having with yourself, this line of thinking, line of belief that you have inside of you. This is self-talk. It is, for instance, when you are about to take on a project, you have a certain emotional reaction that comes in you, and the key to actually become better at what you do is to master your self-talk. In other terms, understand what you are saying to yourself, and understand also that if you change your self-talk, sometimes you are going to change also your results and your level of effectiveness. So a self-talk, for instance, that doesn't work is a self-talk that puts you down. For instance, if you think that you cannot do something, that you are going to fail before you even start, that somebody is not going to respond positively to what you have to offer, these kind of self-defeating attitudes most of the times drain you, put you down, and actually make you fail before you even start. So if you want to be more successful with life, most of the times these will reflect in the fact that you have to change your self-talk as well. Master your mind. You have to realize that your mind can be your best ally. It's your job to make sure that it's the case. If when you start on a project, you have lots of negative beliefs or self-limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging attitudes towards this project, and most of the times you are going to precisely fail because there is no positive mind structure for the specific project you are engaging into. So the first step is really to observe really what kind of self-talk you are into. Observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, your emotions which are associated with a certain project, and see what you are telling to yourself. You can write down a few ideas. What are you really saying to yourself? And then you can give yourself a certain mark for this self-talk. Are you scoring between 0 and 100%? How high are you scoring? For instance, if you score at 80, that's a very good score, right? It means that you are in a general positive state of mind. But suppose that you score much lower. Suppose that you are at 30, 40, and then it means that there is room for improvement. So how do you improve? Well, it's very simple. The first step that you have to take is simply write down the type of thoughts that come to your mind. For instance, I don't think I will succeed because I already tried this in the past and it's not going to work. That might be one thought that comes to you. So if this is the thought that comes to your mind, it means that you are trapped within a negative self-talk or thinking pattern. What you want is to change this line of thinking. So what you do, you take that specific thought and you replace it by a positive one. You do that on that little microcosmic element. Okay, if you do it for that specific thought, you learn the process of changing one thinking at a time. One very simple thought at a time. That's one way of doing it. That's the process of shifting to a positive self-talk. And yes, it's a little bit the same as positive thinking, but it's in a more dynamic way. But basically, it's the same type of process. So the whole idea, yes, it is to generate more positive thoughts, more positive feelings about whatever project you want to engage into, and make sure that your mind becomes your best ally. You have to realize that when there is a thought popping into your mind, you are the one who is creating that thought, and your mind, your energy is feeding that thought. So it's very important that your mindsets are adapted, are a positive vehicle to what you want to achieve. You don't want to self-sabotage yourself. You don't want to self-limit yourself, your life with ideas or thoughts that don't match your goals. Okay, this is a very important strategy, and it's one that takes maybe a few months to master fully. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.